Hey there, Stevens County students. We hope everyone had a great day.
This podcast is brought to you by the Audio Tech and Film class. I am Demonte Strong,
And I'm Connor Bentley,
and this is
the
WIN
WIN
Podcast.
Podcast. Today we're having two guest speakers from the Work-Based Learning Pathway.
Hi guys, my name is Gigi Macklin.
Hello, my name is Rod Pipkin. I'm the Work-Based Learning Coordinator here at Stevens County High School.
Mr. Pipkin, what is work-based learning?
Well, that's a great question. Work-Based Learning is a program throughout the state of Georgia, and it so happens that we have one of the best programs here at Stevens County High School. We even have 2 teachers that work in this program, but what it is, it takes a student that has learned a pathway, maybe for 2 or 3 years, and we try to place them in a job in the community. So let's say, for instance, they're in healthcare. We try to place them in a healthcare job, but a lot of times that may be hard depending on the community. So we may place them in a job like Chick-fil-A or another job that is their beginning job, entry-level job, and they will learn employability skills. Hopefully during their time, while they're in high school, we get to place them maybe in another job that will directly correlates with their pathway. So it takes things they have learned in the classroom, and then they learn also in the job. So that's what work-based learning is.
Does that include internships?
Of course, we have students that are interns in elementary schools. We have internships directly in the high school here. We do actually have about 20 to 30 students that work in the school system.
What are the requirements to do work-based learning?
Well, that's an interesting question too. There are some requirements. Number one, the major requirements, you have to be 16. Okay, so most juniors and seniors are eligible to do work-based learning, but we do have second semester sophomores. So maybe this spring semester, a sophomore may be able to get into work-based learning because they've turned 16 since then. But we do look at their behavior, we look at the attendance, we make sure that the student is up with their graduating class. So those are the things that we look at. You have to apply to work-based learning. Ms. Bartmus and I actually have a card that has a QR code on it. So you just have to scan that and actually apply through your phone. And it literally takes 10 minutes to apply. And then we go through each applicant to make sure they are qualified. We probably have 200 applicants for work-based learning. Presently, we have 140 something students in work-based learning. In the springtime, our goal is to have over 200 students in work-based learning.
Do you need to have a car?
Well, you don't have to have a car. You have to be 16, so you have to be able to be of the age to drive. A lot of students ask this. A lot of parents want to know, do the students have to own a car? No, they have to have transportation from school and then to work.
Because they can't be here, when they have to be at their job, they can't be here.
Right, they have it on, the work-based learning is on their schedule. So it's just like any other class. They'll have it 4th period or 1st period or 3rd and 4th periods. So they have to leave school. If they have it 4th period, for instance, they'll have to leave school after 3rd period. And then they will either go home or go to their job or whatever. So they'll have it on their schedule. They have to work 7.5 hours per work-based learning class that they have.
Do you feel like a school and work-based learning balance each other out?
Most definitely. Work-based learning is a good program. Say you work at nighttime and you get off late. You don't have to wake up early in the morning, to get ready for school, and so you can stay up late to study and do homework and things like that. I just think it's a really good program to have, and it really does balance out with school.
What are some jobs students in work-based learning currently do?
Well, some of the more interesting jobs are manufacturing companies inside Stevens County. They come recruit our students. So they call or email Ms. Bartmus or I, and they actually recruit our students. A lot of times in the past years, the student would have to be 18 years of age because of the commercial insurance laws and things like that. A lot of companies inside Stevens County has had staff shortages over the last couple of years. So they've searched out our students and they've changed their way of doing business, and they've looking at more 16 and 17-year-olds. So, but most students will have restaurants, They will do retail, internships, things like that. But some of the more interesting jobs are the manufacturing companies.
I heard there's like a manufacturing company for like car parts in like Germany or something like that.
Yes, it's called Herring, I believe it is. And they were actually at our job fair, but I don't think we've placed a student there this year, but I think we may have in the past. But that would be an interesting job if you like cars.
Yeah.
So how can a student join work-based learning?
So like I said before, there's an application process. We'll give you a little card, there's a QR code, and you apply to work-based learning. And then what we do is we approve all the students. We send that list up to the counselors. The counselors in the school are very big in helping us because they're actually ones that actually put you into the actual work-based learning class. They will fit your schedule, so work-based learning actually works for each student.
So you approve of the application and then you send it to them, and then they're like, okay, how can we like adjust their schedule to this?
Correct. And we're actually approving students right now. So if you want to apply, you can apply right now through December for next semester. Obviously, you can't start now because we're at the 9-week period of school. But if you want to be in work-based learning for next semester, come see us. We will give you the QR code, and you can apply right now. And we'll send your name to your counselor, and they will put you into the work-based learning class.
So do most students have work-based learning scheduled in at like their first and their last periods?
Most students do first and last just because that's when they can either get here late or leave early. Now some seniors, when they have finished all their credits or getting close to finishing their credits, they'll have 2 and 3 classes of work-based learning. You can also have work-based learning with dual enrollment. So if you're not in school and you're taking classes at North Georgia Tech or Toccoa Falls or wherever, you can actually take work-based learning too, and so you never step on campus. You're just doing all your work through Google Classroom, and we communicate through Remind and emails and things like that.
And just to clarify, does it count as a credit or?
It counts as a credit. It counts
Like
as 1 credit per work-based learning class. So if you have 1 class, it's 1 credit, 2 credits.
Like a whole like elective credit type thing?
The whole elective credit.
So like,
Wow.
if you don't have, or if you have like extra classes, then and you have a job, then there's really no point of not.
It's a perfect scenario. I mean, a lot of seniors may get put into an intro class, and if they want to learn that pathway, that's fine. But if they want to clear up their schedule, they can actually get 2 or 3 classes of work-based learning, get 2 or 3 credits, have the availability to work more hours at work. Now, that does require you to work more hours. Because like I said, 1 class equals 7.5 hours of work. So if you have 3, that's 22.5 hours at work. But if you have 3 classes of work-based learning, you literally have most of your day to work.
What are some benefits of being in the work-based learning pathway?
Some of the benefits are I get more hours throughout the week working and going to school. I have more time on my hands to do things, and I don't have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get ready for school.
Lucky you.
All right. We'll see you all next week.
I am DeMonte Strong,
And I'm Connor Bentley.
and this is the WIN Podcast.